Today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk you through this and I'm going to pull cards for us. I'm going to go ahead and say, may the messages and information that come through in these cards bring the highest path forward for all of us listening at any given time, breaking the barriers of time and space, connecting us all through the multiverse in the highest realms, in the highest light for the highest path, love, and healing forward. Thank you. Thank you, cards. All right. The first card I'm asking, and a card just flew out, and I haven't even asked the question yet, which that happens all the time. So the card that's emerging has just emerged. And the question I was going to ask is, what hidden truths do I need to be aware of now? What needs to be revealed to me now that I have not been ready to or able to see up until now? So that's the question. What hidden truths do we need that we have not been ready to see or perceive or understand up until now? All right, this is kind of cool. The card that flew out is called Slow and Steady, and it is a stunning card. It is this woman, like a fairy, coming out of a snail shell. And the snail is definitely like the Fibonacci sequence. The woman is basically a fairy with beautiful translucent wings, and her hand is on her heart. Now, I'm describing this to you all because this is the first thing you want to do is before you even read the message, look at the imagery of the card. What do you see from this? The first thing I see for all of us is when we're in our heart center, we will have everything illuminated to us when we are in our heart. And that Fibonacci sequence in the snail, of course, a snail denotes slow and steady wins the race. Slow down, y'all. Slow down, Amanda. But also that Fibonacci sequence, that spiral, the divine codes here, the divine geometry in this, the sacred geometry of infinity, because the Fibonacci sequence goes on forever. So there's an infinite quality to this card. There's an otherworldly translucent quality. There's a fairy. So it's talking about other realms, things that we cannot see, using our fancy and our imagination. The woman's hand is on her heart. She is literally connecting with her heart chakra and fifth dimensional consciousness, to speak in some language that we've been using. And the message is slow and steady. So you can see how much I just interpreted from the card without getting to my own stuff or your stuff yet, right? But the message for all of us, which I think we can all relate to right now, is to slow down, to get still, to go within, find the divine within. Slow and steady wins the race. So where I would go after I pull my card and I have my moment and my, amazement with it, I will start journaling because I will say, okay, what is coming through for me? Where am I rushing things? This is being revealed to me now. And what am I rushing? How am I rushing things? Why am I afraid of slowing down? What is the fear behind that? And I'll get into the guidebook and I'll underline things and write out words that stand out to me or phrases. And then I will journal on them based on my personal experience and what is coming through. All right, let's do the second card. Let's see what comes through. So I'm going to go ahead and, oh, there's a card that came out and I haven't even asked the question. Again, it's just how it works. I'm not even going to look at it yet, but it flew out. The question I was going to ask is, what attachments, unhealthy habits, behaviors, or patterns am I clinging on to that it is time for me to let go of, set a new boundary around? What unhealthy habits, patterns, behaviors, environments, relationship am I ready to reveal? Like, what is it that I need to know that is actually limiting my abundance in order for me to shift? Okay, I pulled this one in reverse too. So I guess we're just needing some hardcore lessons today. And the first thing I notice on this card, it's the field of dreams. There's all these beautiful fairies and they're coming out of these eggs and they're playing music and there's butterflies and there's this gorgeous rolling field and clouds and kind of sparkly fairy dust coming out of the sky, out of the new moon, the field of dreams. Of course, I know this card and I know the meaning behind it. But what I would see in this is get into my dream state. Get into my dream state. And it goes so beautifully with the slow and steady wins the race card. They start to tell a story, right? The cards tell a story. So we have slow down, meditate, breathe, more will be revealed. And then my question was, what unhealthy habits, patterns am I needing to get rid of in order to heal? And this is the field of dreams card. So it's asking me to go into my dream state. And the first thing that comes to mind for all of us and for myself is get out of your rational mind. Quit rationalizing, Amanda, because the field of dreams card is anything but rational. It's creative, it's imaginary, it's the astral plane. So drawing this card upside down, but in general, says to me, what am I needing to let go of? My rationalization and my thinking mind. Get it out of my head and into my heart. So it's funny that this message is, what is your motivation here? Is your motivation coming from something external, someone, someplace, or something? And not all of my life, but for a big portion, I was doing things out of expectations of other people or other people's stories. So, this card for all of us is a wonderful reminder to get clear around our own fulfillment, our own dreams. Pay attention to our dreams and full moons, because this is a full moon spread. Full moons are a time to pay attention to your dreams. All right, let's do the next card. I hope you're having fun with this. And this is just giving you more insight and guidance into not only like how amazing these cards are, but also how you can be creative and play with this stuff. Okay, another card flew out and I haven't asked the question. I mean, we're seeing a pattern here. The next question I was going to ask is, what wisdom or hidden talent do I need to be aware of right now to help me in my healing path forward over the next few weeks? What is my hidden talent? What's my superpower? What's my, super resource, my divine resource that I am needing for the path forward? Okay, I did not pull this card in reverse. So it's upright. It's the movement card. And this card cracks me up. And I've pulled this card many a time. It is an ostrich, and the ostrich has this beautiful, like, little landscape on its back with a windmill, and there is a hot air balloon off in the distance. But the ostrich is moving out of this muddy muck onto green grass. And as you all know, ostriches are the fastest running birds there are. Yeah, I can't remember how many miles an hour ostriches run. When they run really, really fast. But the ostrich is like taking a step at a time. So the movement card, it's funny because we got slow and steady wins the race, the dream card, and now we've got movement. So I automatically know I'm like, over the next 2 weeks, I don't want to feel stuck. I want to take action. I want to move. But this is about deliberate movement. And the number on the card is 28. 2 plus 8 equals 10. That's a 1. And so, of course, one, I need to take action. It's the energy of the one is about initiation, action. I need to make changes. I need to have some movement to apply these changes in my life. And I ask what, my tool was, my superpower over the course of the next few weeks is to me, take deliberate, intentional movement, quality oriented steps each and every day. What action am I taking today? How am I demonstrating that I am healing, changing, growing, getting out of my head, into my heart, those kinds of things? Okay. The last card that I'm going to pull, the question is, how will this lunar phase enable me to grow? What is in my future? What is the future ahead of me? What is the highest outcome? What is the highest path forward through all of this? All right. What is being revealed? What is my highest outcome? What is the highest path forward through this lunar phase? God, I love this. And I pulled it in reverse. So, okay. What is the highest outcome? Oh, you're going to get out of your own stubborn way, Amanda, and y'all. It's the heal the ouch card. It's the sweetest little card. There's a raccoon and a fox, and the fox has like an ice pack on his head, and the raccoon is like the doctor or the nurse, and he's tending to the fox. And so heal the ouch is the card, and the number is 38, which is the number 11. 3 plus 8 equals 11, master number 11. So interconnection of the head and the heart, interconnection of the human and the superhuman. But heal the ouch. I said, what is the outcome of all of this? Is that my suffering will be alleviated. And in reverse, to me, what that says for you, for me, for all of us is the fear and the doubt and the pain and the stuff that we are hanging on to, that I'm hanging on to, that I'm like, yeah, but who am I going to be if I don't have this drive or this motivation or this success or this relationship? Like, or are people going to be mad at me? All that stuff that we cling on to. It's saying the other side of all this, y'all and Amanda, is we're going to really heal it. The more painful it is, the bigger the healing. I hope you all enjoyed that. And I hope you got some really great insight for yourself in how to pull an oracle card spread and work with it, especially during a full moon, because it is so centered around letting go, closure, healing, illuminating stuff. And I love how the last card basically said, what's going to come out of this is you're gonna need to clean up your side of the street too. You're gonna forgive, but you may need to be forgiven or at least ask for that. So it means I'm gonna have to roll up my sleeves over the course of the next month. And it's funny because I feel like that is coming. Like I can feel that coming in my energy field, and I'm not afraid of it. It's just like, no, I want to heal and be better. So for the next full moon, whether it's a regular full moon or an eclipse, definitely pull your cards, write your intentions out, use these, be amazed